Today, I will be presenting our work on touching our breathing through shape changing. First of all, I wish to express my sincere gratitude to my co-authors, without whom this project would not have been possible. I will start by introducing the artifact, the Soma Corset, which is a mid-fidelity prototype consisting of restrictive textile garment in the form of a corset, with from 4 to 10 shape-changing sensor actuator units. The shape-changing elements were located on the torso, on the points of interest that you can see on the image. The sensing and actuation is done by Arduino-based devices. The devices inflate and deflate thermoplastic polyurethane-covered nylon pillows. The device gets real-time pressure sensor readings via biometric pressure sensor. The setup is controlled by a processing server script running on a designated PC, which sends actuation commands and receives pressure sensor readings. This setup is suitable for open-ended explorations, when each individual pillow in the corset is controlled via smartphone interface, as well as orchestrated experiences unfolding as a sequence of sensing and actuation. 3 of these experiences are based on the breathing exercise for singers, and 1 is based on the breathing rhythm for increasing heart rate variability. During different stages of the design process, strange bodily experiences emerged. During early stages of testing, participants reported such diverse experiences as a day on the beach, being embraced by an octopus, being touched without an actual touch, being backwards pregnant, and getting a massage of the inner organs. When testing pilot interactions, experiences of cats purring, being in a womb, zooming into intestines, and traveling through your own body were reported. Finally, engaging with the artifact over longer periods of time evoked experiences of breathing externally, having a deformed version of one's own body, or being confronted by a foreign entity. So we turn to postphenomenology to explain all these experiences. The experience with the corset was inherently multi-stable. Some relations were fairly trivial since we explicitly designed for them. For example, corset's role as an instructor or how it could engage in an unnoticed background relationship. Others were less expected. Those were 3 nuanced lenses of cyborg relations: monster, organic other, and twisted mirror. In our monster, 2 separate bodies became amalgamated and fused together through their exchange of touch and breath. The wearer can adapt or reject the garment, resulting in either harmonious or disconcerting experiences. Organic other. We use this term to describe the experiences where the boundaries between the wearer and technology become blurred in such way that the technology becomes perceived as being almost something alive, in an uncanny or strange way. This otherness was engaged in a certain dialogue with the wearer. Many participants used animistic metaphors to refer to the sensation of touch performed by the corset. The twisted mirror lens described our experiences with the exercises, where our breathing was replayed back to us. At times, the corset would play our breathing almost flawlessly, providing an opportunity to experience ourselves through the corset. At the other time, the corset would produce something completely alien. Then we would experience the corset intentionality towards ourselves. And at other times, the corset would play back our breathing in such a distorted way, giving us a chance to experience the way that the corset seems to perceive us. So what have we learned? The work showed potential in using both Soma design and postphenomenology in a design process. Postphenomenology proved to be a useful tool for helping us approach the analysis of our engagements. Our commitment to the Soma design stance and first-person perspective allowed to address the question how it felt to be a cyborg, leading to richer and more nuanced lenses when discussing postphenomenological relations. Our design journey has led us to question what digital touch entails. We learned some common interpretations of digital touch. First, certain stimuli applied to our skin or pressuring on our muscles or inner organs should render certain perceptual reactions. Second, emphasis should be solely on the gentle, on the positive, on the kiss, light touch mediated through technology. Third, digital touch should stay close to the experience it is mediating. While these assumptions are true, especially in healthcare and rehabilitation domain, we wanted to do something different. The corset is not gentle. It brought novel experiences and reasons to engage with our breathing apparatus. The touch mediated by the Soma Corset was at the time harsh and brutal. It led to experiencing an inner massage of having our organs, muscles, bones being squished and pushed around. There was lingering effect for hours afterwards. At the other times, the corset would gently act in the background, letting us focus on something else while subtly influencing our breathing pattern. So digital touch is not natural touch, but instead needs to be carefully designed to account for material properties of haptics. Our design exploration highlights how wearable technology can alter the proprioception of the user's bodies, both during wear and way after removing the corset. This has consequences for how we design with the digital touch. As the proprioception of the wearer changes, with the corset being felt as it was both growing out of our bodies and messaging the internal organs, we can also put in question the skin as the place where we evaluate and locate touch experiences. The corset can uncannily touch our insides through exerting significant pressure. We wonder what other forms of on-skin shape-changing actuation can be designed aimed at altering bodily perception, not over but under the skin, be it through squeezing or other forms of actuation. We suggest that the exploration of uncomfortable interactions and frictions can be a way to probe the limits of touch and to come to know and understand what is possible, what is desirable and undesirable, and under which circumstances. And this is the end of my talk. Thank you for your attention.